Hello and welcome to the moment you've all been waiting for, my illustrious watch collection. Well, it's not really a watch collection, but there are a few watches there, and for this special occasion, to mark this event, I'm wearing my limited edition skin watch. It's never wrong, always right. Thought you might enjoy that. So, a little mention to the box. This is a Dulwich, or Dulwich, I call it Dulwich, a lockable leather case with glass, not plastic. Really nice design in there, and proper nice hinge with a little Dulwich logo. So special mention to that. One of these cases cost about 100 quid, about $5,000, and it really does protect your watches, and it's good for me because most of these watches are solar powered, so they've got solar panels in them and they need the light from the sun. So a window or glass has to be the preferred ceiling for them. So let's have a little look. Lovely opening and things. I've got many G-Shocks. In my opinion, I'd rather have 10 100 quid watches than one 1,000 quid watch. No matter how good it is, it's one watch, it's gonna break, it might not last ages, and you're limiting yourself. I mean, yeah, if there's plenty of people that can spend, you know, £1,000 on 10 watches, good for you. But for me, that's not all I spend my money on. It's in the rest of my channel. Got some knives, got some bikes, blah blah. So I've got a little collection. This is what it consists of. I like to have my analog watches at the top and my digital at the bottom. I've only got 3 slots left. Give me some suggestions, guys. What should be my next watch, and I'll go and buy it. Don't say Omega or Omega Seamaster or anything silly like that, please. So here we go. This one is a Casio Edifice, or Edifice. I call it Edifice, and it's kind of like the Red Bull watch. It's not actually a Red Bull watch, but it's reminiscent of the F1 kind of watches. It's a nice watch. The luminescent paint is meh. It's alright. It's not incredible. It is one of those kind of breakthrough watches. It's solar powered, and it gets its signal from the atomic clock in Anthorn up north in the UK. There's about 6 masts, 6 radio transmitters in the world for Casio, and one of them's in Anthorn, and the rest are dotted around, and they basically send these watches, all Wave Scepter watches, the correct time every single day at about 12 o'clock, and that time is from the atomic clock in Germany, so they're pretty accurate every single day. It's not like you wind it up and then, oh, you hope that the springs are manufactured well in Switzerland, blah blah. Anyway, so let's have a look at this watch. That's the mode. So you go to the stopwatch. Great thing about the stopwatch is I believe it does something silly like 10,000ths of a second, or one 1,000th of a second. You can see it there. So it measures that. God knows how. Go back to the mode. So that's world time. So that's probably set to a different one. I love all these spinny dials and things. That's the alarm. And then you go back to time, and then it goes back to what your time was. So solar powered, don't need to worry about setting the time because it'll do it all for you. My kind of watch. I'm not going to say the prices because then you can just quickly add up the price of my whole collection. So go out and check what they are. If you need specific prices, just send me a private message, something like that. Next one is a Seiko Orange Monster. It's the old kind. It hasn't broken. You just need to give it a good shake, and then it starts again. Now the battery, the actual mechanism for moving the second hands and the hands in general is there's a spring, and you wind it up per se with movement, and then it releases the spring very gradually. It lasts about 2 or 3 days, so if you don't wear this often, you will need to do the shaky motion, and change the time manually. It's a very nice watch. I love it. I call it a monster because when it first came out, the dial was very, very large back in the day, and of course now look at the size of the dials now, bigger than the, I think the 45mm or 50. I think this is like 40, but there you go. So that's that. Great luminescent paint on the Seiko. Seiko really know how to do luminescent paint, much brighter than a lot of the really expensive watches. Speaking of luminescence, got a Nite watch. It's a Nite T-Hawk T100, and that's got the tritium gas tubes in there, so radioactive isotope in there, and very satisfying 60 clicks. Again, with a little tube in the index for the bezel, crown, bezel, whatever you want to call it, bevel. And it's got the date, but the lume on this is, sorry about that, that's disturbed, but the lume on this is incredible. It stays bright all through the night. It doesn't need charging. The only downside to this particular watch is it's got a battery in it, and it only lasts about 48 months or 40 something months. So that's the only downside I can see to this. Oh, it's quite pricey too. You're looking at about 300. It's quite expensive, but that's an incredible watch. Another G-Shock. This is a G-Shock GW3000, something like that. Multiband 6. So again, it's solar powered and it updates from your nearest radio transmitter. The lume is all right on it. It's an Aviator watch from G-Shock. It's nice. It's very comfortable, quite light, and big hands on there. Good. My oldest watch in my collection. I've forgotten its name. It's an MTG. Does it say it on it? Well, it's a Casio G-Shock MTG, and I've had this for probably about 14 years. Something like that, 14, 13 years. Still going. Still updates. Still got the, sorry about that. Still got the solar panel in there. 14 years. And people wonder why I like Casio and why I like G-Shocks. 14 years, come on. That's incredible. There you go. That is a nice watch as well. It could do with a bit of TLC, like a different light button and a different strap and these lugs, whatever you want to call them. It could do with a touch up, but it still works and it's a good watch. Master, the King G-Shock, this one. Negative display, solar powered. Does not update from transmitter, but it does keep very good time, and it's just a massive beefy watch. It's huge. All of these watches I can't wear on my motorcycle though. I don't know what it is. You just can't wear a watch with your motorcycle. I suppose it depends what gloves you wear and things, but I just can't get on with it. Well, except for this watch, but you know. This one is the GA 7900, I think, or 6900. Oh, I'm really bad with names. Here's a pro tip. It's actually on the case, 7900. There you go. Again, negative display. It's got a nice light though. I really like this watch. I like the all black feel to it, and I love the wings. Probably the most comfortable G-Shock I own because of the wings. Buckle would have preferred two. Basically, if they just amalgamated all these G-Shocks, they'd make one incredible G-Shock that would have two buckles with the screw pin, and obviously two holes in the strap. Yeah, you can get away with one of them. The strap being carbon fibre, not the negative display, but have it, world time and multiband 6 and all the rest of it, solar powered. They'd make an incredible watch. They really would. But just get all of them that have really good features, I suppose. yeah, that's nice, very comfortable. This is the new Mudman. There's I think a Riseman out or something like that. It's a really decent watch. It's quite expensive though. I think it's even more expensive than this, but that's got all the sensors in it. This has got some sensors in it. Bam, you got temperature, and you got your compass, your digital compass, just like that. You've got the moon phase as well on this. It's solar powered. It's carbon fibre strap with a carbon fibre buckle, very nice. And yeah, multiband 6 as normal with the solar panels in there. It's a nice looking watch. I love the focus for the digital compass. Buttons are incredible as well. They're not very hard to push down, which is excellent. Look, solid construction. Only one buckle though, and only with the pins. So you question the strap when the buckle's only pinned, but never had any problem with the pins. And my final watch is the Mudman, just the normal bog standard Mudman. It's quite a cheap watch really in the grand scheme of things. The buttons are quite hard to press. People say, oh, you put it in boiling water and then it'll soften them up. Well, do that at your own risk. I mean, you shouldn't really put any watches in like a steamy hot environment such as like a sauna or anything like that, but do that if you must. It's got all the features that the big one has, but without the sensors. So again, multiband 6, it's solar powered, gets its time signal every night to keep it correct. I love the red, and the red kind of accessories just poking through. It's nice. And there's the light. Again, the buttons are hard to press. So that might be a good watch. It's very light, very small, good for the gym, good for a run. Another excellent watch. So that's my watch collection. Not many, but I don't normally collect watches. This is just a few that I've bought over the years. I'm trying to buy one watch a year. This year I bought the Nite watch. I might buy another Nite watch this year. I'm still deciding on it, but there's a couple more spaces there. So put your suggestions down below. Put some links. I don't care. Thanks very much for joining me today. Hope you like my watch collection too. This has taken a long time, so I do thank you for your patience for me to show you this and for me to bring it out. Obviously I'll be carrying on doing some knife videos and things like that, so stay tuned for them. And I haven't actually done a review for that Casio yet. I've done reviews for all these. I'll put them in my description. Oh, except for that one. But I'll do a review for that Casio Edifice. But I've done a watch for most of those. So go check them out. That one's very popular, and that one's very popular. So go check them out. Thanks ever so much for joining me. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. If you subscribe, then in the long run, I'm going to get more videos being put out, and you're not going to miss them. And there's something for everyone. You know, there's motorcycle videos, watch videos, knives, unboxings, gaming, you name it, Warhammer, whatever, you know, into everything, rather than just one little niche. So have fun, hope you enjoy my channel. Thank you for watching, thanks for joining me for my collection. Take care.